Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing wonderful. Welcome to Wellness Warrior. Look at my shirt. My coffee needs coffee. Oh, this could not be more true. This is the Mondayest ever. But it's been a good Monday. I went for tacos with my mama and we had a really good chat. So whoop whoop. Monday mama time with my baby too. So it's been good, but totally Monday is Monday ever had coffee and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Still, and I still have to go back to work. That's why I'm wearing workout clothes. So I'm gonna go give therapy and Zumba. But welcome back to Wellness Warrior. Woo! Super excited. We are on step 11 of the Self Love Life, my book, and that is Know Your Worth. So we'll just do some deep breaths and then we'll get started. We're not doing a mindfulness today, but let's just take a deep breath. Breathe it in. Come on. Let it out. Just get comfortable and just regroup yourself and allow yourself to breathe because we forget to do that so many times. One more time. Let it out. Okay, remember to just breathe throughout the day. All right, so knowing your worth. How do we expect other people to treat us? Do we expect to be treated with respect? Do we expect to be treated with kindness and love? Because let me tell you something. People will treat you the way you treat yourself. People will set their boundaries with you the way you have them already established. So, we cannot expect people to treat us with respect and kindness and love and healthy boundaries and everything that we want if we are not ourselves already at that place, if we are not demanding that. I see so many people in really toxic relationships, and they have a pattern. They go from toxic relationship to toxic relationship to toxic relationship. And they tell me, Olinka, I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know why I keep attracting this kind of people. I don't know why they're treating me this way. And so then once we get further into looking at their lives, their beliefs about themselves, the thoughts they have, the words they produce, and the energy that they're setting out, it's very clear why they keep on attracting this kind of people into their lives. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth. So again, owning responsibility for our actions. We also have to understand that the other person is not always a toxic person. Sometimes we are toxic too. And we are allowing other people to treat us a certain way because we don't have our self-worth established. We do not have that boundary with others to treat us with such respect. And I see all these women in this really, really like dysfunctional relationship. So dysfunctional means that it functions in pain. So the relationship continues to function in pain. It doesn't grow, it doesn't flourish, it doesn't get them anywhere. It's not helping them grow, it's just bringing them down. And I see this over and over again, and they don't understand what they're doing wrong. But the thing of the matter is, they need to go back to themselves and look at what it is that's going on with themselves. How come they have allowed this? How come they don't have that sense of respect? Why are they allowing other people to speak to them ill, to speak about them ill, when they're in relationships with their partners do not defend them, when they're in relationships with their partners will be the ones speaking ill about them in public to them and continue to bring them down, and they don't know what is happening, and then they end that relationship and boom, before you know it, they're in the next one, and it's the same pattern. You have to stop and you got to check yourself, and you need to go to therapy, and you need to say, I am part of this toxic relationships, and I am part of these steps that do not take me to anything healthy. And so these patterns are dangerous because they even kill people, guys. They do. And if you're finding yourself in these toxic patterns, please go to therapy. There is no way that you can grow in your self-love journey if you don't have true self-worth, if you don't know what you're worth. You are the one that puts the price tag on yourself. You are the one that decides, this is what I'm worth. And if you keep on putting yourself on clearance, people are going to be treating you like it. And you're not clearance, baby. Let me tell you. So I have had to learn throughout the years that some people just needed to get out of my life. Boom, 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 boom. Because they were treating me like clearance. I had literally one, let me thank God for that. One toxic relationship, love wise. I was 20 years old, and it was one. It lasted a month, and I got rid of that shit real quick. Praise the Lord for that, because that was some stinky stuff. And I was very lucky to recognize that I had a mom who was like, "What is going on?" And it was over. And so it was the one time in my life that I was like, "Oh my gosh, what is going on? And why am I letting this happen?" So when it comes to friendships, I have had people like that who come and they try to take advantage, and they don't treat me with the respect that I need to do, and I need to let them go, and I cut off. Why? Because at the end of the day, I have decided that I'm worth more than that, and I'm not going to let myself be treated with such disrespect, and also treated in a way that I wouldn't treat anybody else for that matter. So why should I let people treat me that way, and that I'm not treating them that way? So value your evaluate, that's what I'm trying to say. Evaluate the relationships that you're creating, that you have created, and that you want to create. What do you want to get out of them? What are you searching for? How do you want to feel? What do you want to give in your relationships? And also, for those of you who have children, those little eyes see everything, and they are looking at the way we speak to each other. My husband always says, "You are so beautiful. Aren't you just gorgeous?" You know what my son repeats? "Mommy is beautiful. Isn't she gorgeous?" He repeats everything my husband tells me. He looks at the way we talk to ourselves, the dynamics we have. Even when we will argue, if we say something, he's there. He repeats it. I mean, it's amazing how in tune he is with our communication. So even when we're arguing, we have to stay with effective communication, and we have to stay on topic, and we have to be like, "Okay, well, you know what? I think this is what's going on," and not ever insult the other person, because at the end of the day, not only is our son watching, but we are supposed to be growing together, not apart. So this goes in every type of relationship. The way you treat yourself starts, it's the base. How are you treating yourself? How are you letting others treat you? Why is it that you don't think you're worth it? Why do you keep putting your price tag down? Why do you keep thinking that you don't deserve the best? So setting ourselves for success instead of sabotage is only up to us. I cannot thank myself enough, the Olinka that I am today, for the steps that I took in the past to make sure that I knew my worth, such as going to therapy, such as reading books and educating myself, and taking classes, and learning to live with me as a person, as a human being, and appreciating who I am, and doing the exercises, like speaking of myself positively. And even when I make jokes about myself and it's not a pretty joke, I have to check myself and go, "Oh, you know what? I shouldn't do that, because I wouldn't joke about that somebody else. I wouldn't joke about that way about any other woman." So don't joke like that about yourself. Speaking kindly, facing my demons, healing my relationships, healing myself. It's a healing process. But if you're not willing to do the healing process, there's no way that you're going to get to that point where you say, "I know my worth, and this is how I want my life to look, because I'm worth it." So you have to put in the work. You can do this. The resources are out there. It's just a matter of you actually putting the work in. So thank you for watching. Know your worth. Get the book. Go to therapy. Put the healthy boundaries. Tell yourself you love yourself. Get yourself out of the clearance rack. All right. Peace. Have a good day, guys.